Dear Diary, I'm so glad I have a new diary because I would see my memories when I grew up. This is my diary entry from 2016. And during this time, I was 9 years old, about to finish my elementary school years. And during this time, I cherished a lot of people because these were the people that grew up with me basically from 2011, 2012, 2013 up until that point. And knowing that our time was coming to an end, I wanted to keep those moments with me forever. And that's when I realized one thing. I loved to savor memories. And maybe you did too. Whether it was in high school, middle school, you probably had that habit of keeping those memories with you through taking pictures or videos. And that's exactly what I wanted to share with you today. The fact that I love memory keeping. This includes photography, journaling, as well as collecting small items of these moments, because this is how I like to spend the years of my life. So to start, I've always liked to take pictures of memories as my go-to way of capturing these memories, because it's so easy and so simple. All you have to do is press a button, click record, and you have those moments with you in your phone, in your device. And for this specifically, I mainly use my phone as well as my Canon EOS R50 camera, and I would just capture these moments during events. Every single event that you could think of, I would probably be behind a camera taking pictures and videos. And this would include events like trips, hangouts, special events, basically anything that you could think of. I would probably be capturing that moment. And in high school, I decided to kind of expand on that. So I would use these videos as well as pictures to create these collages and video edits to kind of capture the entire event in a shorter time frame, or like a shorter video basically. And I would do these for specific special moments. So for example, like trips to the Philippines, I would have those during the summer. And in 2024, I had a trip to Korea with my friends, and I realized that I want to make an edit out of this to show people how good of a time that we had there. And yeah, I would also make video edits for certain hangouts, specifically in senior year because those were our last moments together. And I would also make video edits for prom as well as graduation and the last day of high school. So yeah, and I also wanted to share a quote by Michel Cuento. He stated that photography is the art of frozen time, and I feel like that really encapsulates the essence of it. Then moving on, the second thing that I love to do to capture these memories is through journaling. I've always been interested in journaling from an early age, but I was never consistent with it because being so little, being so young, I only wanted to collect these to have something to write on, but of course I was too lazy, I guess, too young to actually keep up with it. But then in 2019, that's when I started a daily planner, and that's what really started my journaling addiction, because 2019 was one of the best years of my life, and I wanted to capture every single moment of that time. So I wrote every single day of my life from 2019 to 2022. And yeah, then in 2023, I kind of had a different approach to journaling. So instead of writing every single day of my life, I would write journal entries of significant events, and that's just how it was. And then in 2024 up until now, I realized I kind of use it more as a coping mechanism, just to like rant and vent. And according to most psychologists and therapists, according to professionals in that field, they state that journaling is a healthy way of coping with these unwanted events in your life, and that's exactly what I've been doing up until this point. And I would say journaling is something that's stuck with me since then, and it's something that I love to do because it's so easy, so simple. You just grab something to write on and something to write with, and you journal. And like I said, this this is one of the things, or this is one of the earliest times that I started journaling. Of course, journaling went far back, prior to 2016, but this one is just special to me because I would write yearly entries in this specific diary. And then moving forward, the last thing that I like to do to keep these memories with me is by collecting items, keepsakes to be specific. And this would include like receipts, photo booth strips, flowers, dried out flowers, wristbands of such events. And with these items, I tried to scrapbook, but that didn't really work out. I kind of found it, I was a bit too lazy to keep up with it, so I just never really engaged with that any further. So instead, I would just keep them in a memory box, and I now have like, I think, 3 to 4 memory boxes of these moments of my life. And yeah, so to summarize, I love to memory keep, whether it's to take pictures or videos of my loved ones, or having these written stories of these moments, or just having these items that remind me, or these physical items that remind me of those times. And honestly, I just like to have pieces of these moments with me, no matter how life goes. And that's it. Thank you.